Good morning, Rex. Hey, don't walk away from me. Good morning. Hey, come here. Rex, what do you see in the snow? Yeah? That sound good? If I'm awake, you're awake. That's what your brakes sound like. Well, I was gonna introduce the video, but Joey walked away, so I gotta wait for him to come back now. We'll do a scenic shot for you guys. Oh, look at this fool.
What's going on? Jay Kriegs or Joey Krieger, what's going on?
Okay, you gotta subscribe to Joey. He's not making a YouTube video, but you can follow him on Instagram. Link in the description. Anyways, what's going on, guys? Sean or Moose09 back with another video. I think you all know what's about to happen. First off, Joey's here.
Howdy.
He came to visit. We got some awesome snow. He brought his truck. Did it in one shot, which is amazing. Second time to come here from Texas in one shot. I don't know how he does it. It's a lot of driving. 19 hours?
19.
Which was 2 hours less than the first time he did it. So
Getting quicker.
he's getting better at driving, which is a good thing. But yeah, so today, as you guys saw in the last video, we got a new grill from Morimoto. I'll show you that in a second. But first, we got to take a good look at the front of the truck because it is about to forever change. As you notice, the emblem is not on there because we got it painted to match the new grill. So it's going to be awesome. The truck is filthy. I haven't had a chance to wash it. As you can see, it's been snowing and really, really cold. So other priorities. For those of you that didn't watch the last video, this is the grill that Morimoto hooked it up with. So shout out Morimoto. This is the XBG LED grill for 2017 and 19 Ford Super Duty. They have different options. They have one that comes in chrome, like what's on the truck. You can get a painted version, which you have to get painted yourself, but it is paint ready, which is the one that I got. And then they also have different options for your light configuration on your truck. If you came with LEDs, if you came with halogens, all that stuff, link in the description. You can check out this grill on Morimoto. So once again, shout out to them. But back to the present. This is the grill. We've had it back from paint for 2 or 3 days now. I was trying to see if the weather would hold off and I could wash the truck and get the grill installed and get cool pictures, but it's snowing all week and Joey's here, so I figured what time better than now to do it. So this is our emblem. It's just the emblem that was on the truck, so there is chrome behind it. Eventually I would like to get it like paint protected wrapped, so I don't have to worry about rock chips and the chrome showing. However, the paint on the grill came out so. So the paint company that I use is not really just a paint company. They're a collision repair. It's called Caliber Collision. They're here in Utah, but there's one guy in particular. His name's Joe. Huge shout out to Joe. He's super nice. He always takes care of me. He gets us in quick, and he gets us out even faster. So thank you, Joe, and the team over at Caliber Collision. If you need some stuff done, they're down in Spanish Fork, Utah, if you're in the area. And just give a shout out to Caliber and give Joe a call. He'll hook you up, I promise. Not paid to say that. I paid full price for this paint job and everything like that. Joe just really does take care of me every time I need something. And he's super nice and he's quick about it. So appreciate it, Joe. We need to get this grill off. I did put it on because I had to drive the truck the other day. So we'll show you quickly how you remove this grill. Real simple process. And then the new one will go in. Okay, first step first, you got to get your hood open. And then next, you'll notice you'll need to remove this plastic cover here. And on this plastic cover, there are a ton of these little push pins that you need to get out. So you'll pry them up and then you'll pry up the top piece. You'll notice it's 2 pieces. If you don't have a pry tool like this, you can use a flathead, but I highly recommend this tool here. So you'll just pry up on this top piece. Well, that one came out with both of them, so that's convenient. But what you can do is just pry up on the top one and it relieves the pressure from this being expanded, then it'll come out. I know, really basic stuff, but for those guys that are completely new, it could be helpful information. Next step is you just remove this. You have to go around the hood release, then you're off. So next, you'll remove the bolts that hold the grill on the top. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do not remove these top ones. There's no need to remove those, just the front ones. Now we're going to remove the grill from the truck. Everything's loosened, and we'll pull it. And what's going to happen is you're going to release some clips that are behind the grill. There'll be 4 large grip clips that hold it at the bottom. So you'll want to just be patient. You're going to pull it and it's going to lean forward, and then you'll release those clips in a second. So all we're going to do is put our hands in here and pull. And here are the clips. Takes a little bit of force.
Sounds awful.
It does sound really wicked, but you're not breaking things, I promise. I do have an XLT, so I don't have any harness that goes to my Emblem, so I don't have to worry about unplugging anything there. Take the same pry tool, just push down, and it'll release. Same thing. And then the clip, the grill comes out. And we don't need this. I'm just kidding. We should be done from removing that grill. Everything's off of it. The emblem's off of it. All you have to do on the Emblem, on the back, there are 3 nuts that you take off, and you'll want to do those by hand. Don't use a power tool because this is plastic, and you can easily strip those threads out. So they already look kind of not solid from factory. With our grill removed, we're going to remove the headlight now. We need to get to the plugs that are behind this. So we have 4 screws, 2 in the front, 1 up top, and then 1 on the side by the bumper. They should all be 10 mils. One thing to note, the 3 bolts, the 2 on the front and the 1 on the top are all the same. The 1 on the side will be a little bit different. Next, we're going to remove this light. You're going to want to pull on it because there is a clip built in right there, but it shouldn't require too much resistance. Beating me up. Next, we're going to pull this light right off. Right off, Joey.
Right off.
There we go.
There you go.
With our light out of place, we're going to remove the harness and set the light off to the side for now. When you receive your grill from Morimoto, obviously you'll receive the grill in the box. You won't get an emblem. You'll have to reuse your own. And also you'll get a bag. And in that bag, you have some paperwork. You have some dielectric grease. We even got some cool stickers. But you also get 3 different kinds of harnesses. The first harness is this one right here. It's like a single wire and it's got some fuses on it. This is what you'll use to run to your fuse box to help power the lights if you don't have the Morimoto headlights already. If you've already ran one for your Morimoto headlights, there's no need to use this. It's extra. Just discard it or save it for another project down the road. Then you'll have 2 other harnesses. They look pretty similar. You can see they're kind of long. They've got a lot of plugs on them. But there's 2 significant differences. The one in my right hand has a bunch of colors. It's got red and brown and orange, and this is for the trucks that come factory with LED. The other harness is more simple. It's just like blue and white, and there's 1 yellow wire. This one is for the truck with halogen lights. Since my truck was originally a halogen truck, this is the harness I need to use. This harness is extra. We can just discard it. We don't need that one. So now we're gonna run our harness on our truck that will help power our grill lights. Shout out Morimoto. Thanks so much for giving me some dielectric grease, but I have this tube here that I use because I do a lot of light projects, I guess, more than the average person. So I just went and bought my own. Now we're gonna plug this jumper harness into our stock harness onto the truck. With those wires plugged back into the truck, we have 2 connectors here. These are for the light bars on the grill itself. So we'll put those aside. Now we're just gonna hook up the headlight back to the truck as it was before with our new jumper harness. All right guys, I'm gonna try and explain this to you. There's a lot of wires going on here, but just remember this blue one is our jumper harness for the grill. So it has the 2 plugs over here. It has this guy that attaches to the headlight from the jumper harness to the truck. And then you have your DRLs that attach. Next you have a truck harness. The gray harness goes unused. You can see this one has the gray coating on it. We don't use that one. And then we have the other truck harness here. Next, you have a bunch of harnesses that are not used. So what we want to do is make sure there's dielectric grease in those so that they don't get jammed up and try and trigger a signal of any kind. And what we're also going to do is zip tie these up and get them out of the way so that they're not bouncing around in there making some noise and potentially pinching or rubbing on anything. We're just going to try and clean it up a bit. So I'm going to set the camera down. We'll knock that out. So it looks like, if you noticed earlier in the video, I unplugged some things that were on the back of the headlight that didn't need to be unplugged. So for instance, this guy, it just connects into the harness. And there was one more that was similar looking, but they're all plugged back in now. Oh yeah, this one down low. So what we're gonna do now, like I said, zip tie everything up, tuck it away, and then we'll work on routing these wires for the grill. We have our headlight back in place, and what we've done with the wires, see if we can show you guys this on the camera. You can see it's a clean black wire. My fingers are touching it right now. We have the emblem in place. Now we're just going to thread these guys on. And once again, we'll just use ratchet hand tools for this. Good?
Good.
You're recording?
Recording.
He's recording, people.
Act serious.
Act serious. Once again, 2 plugs for the lights on the grill. They do not matter which orientation they go in. We're going to put these guys here just like so. Shove these wires behind the grill. So the new grill is in place. We've got it clipped in, all of the big ones on the bottom, the 2s on the sides there. Now we need to put the bolts on. But Joey, will you grab that old grill real quick? This should give you a really good idea of what the new grill looks like. So the XLT grill has these 2 large bars that go across the front, whereas this one is more honeycombed and it's more, I don't know what you would call that, mesh looking. But definitely a new look for the truck. 1, because it's black, 2, because of the design. And then obviously the main reason, those lights are going to look sick. So before we finish butting everything up, we're going to test it out. You're not going to get to see that. Only Joey and I will. And then if it works, we'll let you know and we'll button everything up and show you. Oh man, look at that. It is done, done, done. Thank you, Joey, for the help with the filming and everything. Lending a hand. That looks awesome. I'm really stoked about it. The headlights will look even brighter once we clean the truck up, which that's coming. Be patient. I need it to warm up just a tad. However, it looks amazing. And one thing I want to say, if you guys own a Super Duty or an XLT more specifically, or an XL, you know the struggles of trying to find an aftermarket grill that actually looks good for your truck. A lot of them out there just look kind of cheesy. There's the fake Raptor one, or you could buy a factory one, but then it's kind of that imitation of you're driving a truck that's not really your truck. I know I struggle with that. Some guys don't even care. But like back in the Mustang days, guys would put Cobra badges on non-Cobra Mustangs, and you know, I'm not a fan of that. But anyways, this grill actually looks really good. It's built well, so I would say it's very comparable to factory standards when it's built, which is a plus side. There you have it. It looks amazing. It's actually pretty bright. These are just the daytime running light version, so I'm interested to see how it looks at night compared to the day with the brightness level of it. We're fighting the sun here. With that being said, I'm not going to close the video out here because we're definitely going to do some night shots. I want to bring you guys a look at what it'll look like when it's really dark outside and just how bright these things are. And obviously we can get Joey's opinion on it too, see what he thinks. These aren't meant to light up the road. I think they're meant for looks, and I think they look really cool.
It's a nice aesthetic.
It is. It's a good cosmetic upgrade overall. Very happy with how the paint and everything turned out. It looks really good. It's nice to have a black grill.
I know the Raptor lights are really big in the Toyota community, and I haven't seen them with some of the full-size Fords, but this looks nice.
I agree. That's something I didn't really think of. Everybody does the 3 or 4 Raptor lights on the front. It's super big out here in Utah. A lot of trucks have them that aren't Raptors. We call them Fraptors, fake Raptors, or Braptors, bro Raptors. But this, like Joey said, it's a good change of pace. It's a good look. It's a good option outside of a factory grill and upgrading from like an XLT to a Lariat or even maybe a King Ranch grill. I like the design of it, and obviously being black, it's going to change the whole look of this truck. So it's enough rambling. We'll pick this video up when it gets dark outside. We got a few hours for that as it's still the morning time. But look forward to seeing you guys in the evening and seeing these things in the evening for the first time. So stay tuned. Got Mrs. Mustang here. We're going to get her reaction.
That does look really, really good.
Yeah, I like it. Joey, will you crack the door so she can see
Light it up. That's so cool.
It's cool.
I like that. And then it's yellow when it's...
No, it doesn't do yellow. So good question. It only does white. They do make the amber ones if you have the amber C-bars on your Morimotos. But this one, since I have white, just white. Doesn't change.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Watch it, girl.
Wait for it.
Pretty cool, huh?
So cool.
Thank you. Hands are dirty.
I know, but they're not.
Okay. See you later.
See you later.
Adios.
Adios.
Look at that. So sick. Man, that just works so well. So, I don't know if you guys can see me. Let's get down here. Got the lights on. The truck looks phenomenal. Holy cow. The one thing I'm so stoked about on these lights is that they match with the Morimoto headlights. So I know that there's other people that make something similar on the internet, but I love the fact that these line up perfect. They match, the colors look good, everything just works. There we go. So I had to switch to my phone. Sorry, my lens on my camera wasn't acclimated to how cold it is outside, but this is another good look from the phone camera. Ooh, so sick. Yeah, that looks good right there. Pretty pumped on the way this turned out. I can't thank Morimoto enough for sending it out my way. Once again, Joe over at Caliber Collision for getting everything painted up. Pretty stoked on it. It just turned out so good. So good. Now I believe we have the entire Morimoto suite on the F250. Now we have the grill, the XB LED headlights, and we have the XB tail lights in the rear. So the truck is complete, looking good. Somebody reached out and said Morimoto is making a third brake light. So if they do, I'll keep you guys posted on that. I haven't heard much about that. So like I said, if I do hear about it and they come out with it, I'll try and get my hands on one so we can do an install there too. But yeah, this looks killer. Really pumped on it. Still got to get this snow out of here so we can wash the truck fully and get some really cool shots for you guys. But for now, this looks amazing. There she is back in the garage, looking awesome. But yeah, so I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments about the grill, leave those down in the comments below. And then I'll have a special link for this grill that you guys can click on and go look for over at Morimoto. If you have any questions, let me know. Look forward to hearing from you. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you boys later. Take it easy. Peace.